Good morning, everyone. This is Gary Kay, and you're watching a visual version of my Rants and Raves podcast today, and you're about to see something that is going to blow your mind, and that does not come out of my mouth very often. This is a company called X10 AV, which is XTEN-AV, and the two gentlemen I have here is Vib and Sahil. Vib, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Gary. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited about this. I read about this yesterday. Then I watched a video on the product. And then you did a quick demo for me this morning before we did this. I'm blown away. This is significant. And I want everyone to pay attention to this because what you have created is an AI-based, simplified systems design, proposal, systems layout, configuration, and a software tool that is all in one. And I'm going to have you do a demo for it. But first, Vib, tell me where you got the idea for this and where you guys came from, because no one's probably even heard of your company. You've only been around for less than 2 years. And all of a sudden, 18 months ago, you and Sahil get together and say, hey, we have this idea for this software. And now 18 months later at Infocom, in a couple of weeks, you're going to launch this. Where'd you come up with the idea?
Yeah, Gary, I've been in the AV business for over 10 years. I worked for brands like Harman, Biam, and Music Tribe. I have a CTS certification for last 8 years from Avixa, and being in the industry, I always, and being a millennial as well, I always thought there aren't enough software tools which are available to assist AV system integrators and designers. In every other space of life, technology, especially the software technology, is helping people get better at their jobs, save time, improve efficiency. But this is something, in our hardware dominated industry, software takes a very small pie. So that's where I thought, there should be a tool which will let you design end-to-end AV system solutions. It's a hard thing to do because there is no standardization between different products and brands. Every brand follows different standards. Every brand has different products. So it's too many permutations and combination. It's a hard thing. A hard thing to develop. That's why no one has done this before. But I thought that, this is something which is possible. That's where I contacted my friend Sahil, who has spent years in Silicon Valley working for technology giants like Apple, HP, and Cisco. That's where we decided, okay, this is going to be tough, but we'll try at it. So that's where we started 18 months back. And we're really excited. We built something really exciting, like you mentioned, and we are glad that you liked it so much. And we are really excited to show it at Infocom at booth 4347 from 12th of June.
So you're going to do a demo, so stay tuned. Sahil, so you were at Apple. Where else have you been, and what did you do?
So I've always been I started off as a software engineer. I've always been tech savvy. So Vib and I, he was a tech savvy as well, but in a different line of technology. He was more of a hardware and AV guy. I was in software. I started off my career as a software engineer, worked for HP, and then I went to work for Cisco and Apple here in the Bay Area. So Vip told me the idea, and he was like, do you think it's possible? You're a software guy. And I was like, sure, yeah, it is possible. We could definitely give it a try. Software could do anything these days. So, and we just kicked it off.
Well, wait till you see this. You are absolutely going to want to go by booth 4347. I'm going to make a bold statement that this is probably going to be the most, if not the most, one of the most talked about new products launched at Infocom 2019. I am not at all doubtful in saying that. So pop that up there, Vib, load it up and explain it. And the first thing that you all are going to notice when you watch this is, oh my God, D-Tools is in trouble. I know you guys probably don't want me to say that because you can look at them as a competitor. But I mean, when they see this, they have to be thinking, oh my gosh, this is exactly what we always wanted to be. You're generating systems designs, bill of materials, schematics, workflow diagrams, rack layouts from one software tool. And we'll talk about how you use the software in just a second. But go ahead and do your demo.
Right. So it's a cloud-based platform, so no desktop software required. So you could use it anywhere you are. You could use it on a phone. You can use it on a tablet. You just need a web browser. So this is the dashboard page. So I'm going to give a sneak peek because I want people to actually come to our booth and see the detailed demo. I'm going to quickly show you how the actual designing works. So you'll see that we have, this is our questionnaire for gathering the room information or the need analysis, as they say. So you enter the information which you have and then move on to the next section. So now all the questions which you'll see here are as per the published industry standards by AVIXA. So just go ahead and answer questions which are based as per your preferences. So you'll see here I've already answered the questions which are there. So, and then once you've answered the technical stuff, you will get to choose from the brands which you prefer. So here I'll just choose these brands and click find products.
Now this is pretty amazing. Now let me pause you there, because what you just saw was he picked the brands, he picked the resolution that he needed, the size that he needed, and then it goes, the AI takes over and goes and finds all this product, of which, by the way, there's about 2,500, a little over 2,500 manufacturers there, almost 200,000 products in your database, and it matches those together in real time. That's pretty substantial. I mean, this is something that would take, I mean, people have been doing this for years and years and years, but they've been doing it off their brain and going to trade shows and then going to websites and browsing, and you've put it all together in one with basically snapping your fingers.
Absolutely. That's the whole point, so that the designers don't have to waste their time on going on different websites to find products. They just do the calculations here. Our algorithms will do the specifications for you, and they will match the products from the brands which you want. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and choose the product which I'd like, get the quantity, and click add to BOM. So you'll see my product is added to the bill of materials. Similarly, you can go ahead and answer for all the different types of products which are there. Right now, I'm designing a meeting room, so all the products which would possibly be there in a meeting room are here. I've already answered, so I'm not gonna re-answer them. Same goes for audio as well. So we have almost everything in audio as well, control system as well. Then once all my sections are complete, I go to bill of material. So all these products have been chosen by the user as per their preferences, but the specifications have been calculated by the algorithms. Now the real magic happens when you hit generate design. So all the documents which you talked about are being rendered in the backend by the AI algorithms, and they're being created automatically for you. So we'll quickly come up. You'll see line schematics, signal flow diagrams, rack layouts, table schedules, ceiling speaker layouts, proposals, scope of work. These are all generated automatically. So you'll see, let me just show you how the line schematics look like. So you'll see highly professional line schematics, which could take hours and hours to draw by hand.
And what's cool about that is you can actually go in and edit that if you want to add products to it, change the signal flow. Let's say for whatever reason you want to go out component rather than HDMI, you want to go out DVI rather than HDMI. You can go in and change that on the fly and edit that in any way, which means that not only can you edit it in the system's design phase, but also in the installation phase. If you get out in an install and realize you need a different rack or a different mount or a different piece of hardware, you can actually change that on the fly.
Yeah, so this is our own drawing editing tool. It's like a Visio, which is online. So you can edit, like you mentioned, you can edit the entire stuff here. And that's not all. You could convert this into different formats, such as AutoCAD, Visio, and many more. So while this is being converted, let me just show you the other stuff, the signal flow diagrams. So this has a pictorial representation instead of just showing the blocks. So here, the actual product images are put into a signal flow diagram, and this is great for the salespeople to show to their customers what they're going to get like, what the equipments are going to look like, and just to understand the signal flow, how the signal is going to flow. Again, this is also totally editable as per the user preferences. And then we have the rack elevations. So how the products are going to be stacked in the rack, you'll get to see that. You get to edit that as well from the editing tool.
And by the way, one other note on this is that, having done some reading on this, is that everything is done here per AVIXA standards. So the rack layout is per AVIXA standards, the cable diagrams and also labeling is per AVIXA standards. the schematics. So of course you can change anything, but you've already built in all the Avixa standards in here.
Absolutely. So the cable IDs are in there. Avixa has a lot of published standards, and they have a lot of guidelines as well. So we have followed all of them. So this is the cable labeling. Again, this is as per the cable labeling standard, which is published by Avixa. And it's totally editable. You can download in Excel and PDF, and you can edit and make changes. So the AutoCAD drawing just got converted. So you'd be pretty amazed to see the drawing which was generated automatically is now converted into AutoCAD. And if you're used to using AutoCAD, you can just convert here and make changes, whatever changes you like. And then we have our own proposal tool. So if you want to send proposal directly from our platform, you can do that. So it has, and then you want to add some products which are not here. So like any additional product which you didn't find on the platform in the design, you can add here. And you can shoot a proposal right from here to your customer. Then you also get an automated scope of work document as well. It takes time to write scope of work document. You know, since we do, we calculate all the preferences and ask for the preferences of the users in terms of the technologies which are being used, we are able to generate this document automatically.
This is amazing too. I mean, you're talking about cutting 80% of the time off of a systems design project. And if you're a good systems designer, you're talking about this product being able to do 90% of the work. And if you're a beginner, you're talking about this product actually not only being able to do a lot of the work for you, but also teach you a lot of the systems design tech methodologies and logic in signal flow and signal path and products that you need and systems that you're not thinking about. This is pretty amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole point. We believe technology is the biggest enabler in any industry. That's where we believe, you know, it's going to bring in more talent, more people into the industry, and it's going to make life easier for the people who are already in the industry. So it's another thing. It's a ceiling speaker layout, which you could see it's generated automatically. It will show you the coverage patterns, number of speakers, the placement. So that's all you get when you complete a design. And we have another very cool feature which saves even more time, and you'll be even more excited to learn about that. That's our add your own BOM feature. So basically, if you don't have enough time to answer questions, all you've got to do is you already have a design which is complete for you. You already have a bill of material. You only need the drawings and the documents to be done. You don't want to answer any questions on the platform. So what you could do is you can choose from the templates which are there. We have all these templates which you can choose from. And then let me just show you an existing design, which is done by just adding products by searching them from your existing design. So here you could see that we have a search bar. So here you could search for products and add them into your bill of material, change the quantities which you have. And let me add an amplifier.
Where do these designs come from? Is this theoretically over time you're using it, you've created your own set of designs, or did you already plug in some designs yourself?
No, so this is a typical meeting room design. So it has ceiling speakers, it has an amplifier.
I'm wondering where the templates came from that you just showed us a minute ago. Are those ones that you plugged in, or are this over some period of time using it, an integrator will have built a certain number of designs they can recall and edit on the fly?
Yeah, absolutely. So so these are typically the kind of rooms which are being used in AV. So we are working on more to add as many as possible, but all the popular ones are already there.
So Gary, to answer your question, those are our templates that we provide. So before beginning a design, you're telling the system what kind of room you're trying to design. So the questions will follow accordingly.
Right. Okay. So then each application, you're going to have a different set of questions, because in a small meeting room, for example, you wouldn't have distributed audio, but you would have, right, for example, point audio. Okay. So I get it. So to tell me, how do you, I don't know if have you finished the demo, or do you want to show us?
Yeah, let me just quickly show you how search and add works. So here I have not answered any questions. I had an existing design. I just searched and added those products into my bill of material, and all these documents again are generated automatically. So we have further cut down on the time to answer the questions and just get the drawings and documentation.
Especially if you're an integrator that does repetitive projects or projects that are
Yes.
like your UCC rooms are 80% the same and all you're doing is switching, whether they use Zoom or Skype or whether they're using tabletop microphones or wall mount microphones and so on and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a lot of other things as well, but that's pretty much the sneak peek we want to provide.
You want everyone to go to booth 43, 47. If you don't have one of the busiest, how big is your booth? If you don't have one of the busiest booths at the show, I'm going to be shocked. How big is your?
It's a 200 square feet. We are exhibiting for the first time. So I think
not big enough, dude. It's not big enough. You're going to be flooded. Infocom's going to have to make your aisle wider because you're scanning out the aisle. I hope you have a plan to have somebody with a headset on doing these demos and not have to go to a small screen, because you're going to have lots of people wanting to see this. This is very unique, and I'm excited about this. Not just because we got to debut it here on Rave Radio, but because having been in the industry over 25 years, I know how big of a deal this is, and I understand where D-Tool sits and where all the control system companies sit in systems design world, because I used to be the VP of sales and marketing at XTEN. And so we did systems designs for integrators. In fact, a lot of people could argue, many would argue that we started the systems design industry because there were no AV systems designers until you had to put out these glue products together. And so this is a giant leap forward. So tell me how you charge for this. Is this a seat license kind of thing, or how's it going to be charged?
So I'll take that over, Gary. So it's very easy. It's subscription-based model, just like how you do Netflix, just pay every month. So there's basically 4 plans. So first plan is free. So it's just free for everyone. There are some features that are limited, like you cannot edit the drawings or a few more. And the basic plan is single user plan. You can actually go from 1 to 4 users on that. It's $99 full price, but at Infocom, the people who sign up, we're going to sell it to them for $59 per user per month.
Okay.
And then we move on to our business plan, which I believe is going to be the most popular one. It's 5 users. It's $499 for 5 users together per month. But at Infocom, we've discounted it to $249.
Okay.
So there's another plan called the premium plan, which is for someone, it's a bigger company, they want like 50 users, 100 users, and our sales team will, make a deal with them. So there's another difference between the basic and the business plan. So in the business plan, you get all the features of the basic plan, but you also get team collaboration feature. So all the projects of your team, like as the admin, you have access to all the projects, what everyone's doing. You can keep a track of your whole team, and all your team can collaborate each other's projects. You can share projects within the team, all that. So so right now, what we're offering is people who are registering right now before Infocom, we're going to give them the business plan for free for 15 days. So which will have all the features, including the team collaboration feature. After that, it's going to switch down to the free plan. Yeah,
that's still a great offer. So to get more information on this, go to XTEN-AV.com, XTEN-AV.com. Congratulations. I'm going to be shocked if I find a more innovative product at the show than this. And this is a software product. Maybe I'll get blown away by some hardware company out there, but right now this is the best new product I know of coming to the show. And I can't imagine an integrator. I even look at like every AV person at a university is going to want this. Every AV person at a Fortune 5,000 company that's doing AV systems, even though they're using integrators, a lot of times they design their own systems just to get an idea where things are coming from, they're going to want to use this. So you have a home run on your hands. Congratulations, Vib and Sahil. Thanks for doing this demo and debuting this product on Rave Radio.
Thanks very much, Gary. I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you, and you guys have a great day. All of our InfoComm coverage is at ravepubs.com/infocom2019, as it says right here. And check it out, and we'll see you in just a few weeks. Thanks for watching.